the old shogunate is over.
Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today with the top 4 overmod for Shogun 2 Total War. Today we're going to discuss 4 mods that I think, or I suppose 4 overall mods that I think are kind of great and I think deserve some mentioning. Of course, these are all my opinion. You're always welcome to put your own comments in the comment section below to see. Again, well, these overall mods always look kind of cool, or mods in general also gives the community some extra things to check out. For those of you who are interested in timestamp, there will be timestamp in the video link below for every of the 4 mentioned mods. So if you're interested in those, you can just skip some other mod overviews and just go for the one that you're most interested in. So yeah, also all links for all the mods will be in the description below if you're interested in that as well. So that will be that. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. But first of all, which mods we're going to discuss today? The mods that we're going to discuss are the Last Alliance mod, the Master of Strategy overall mod, the Radious Total War overall mod, and the Unequal Treaties mod. So those ones are we're going to discuss today. Again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I enjoyed the mod overview. Hello everyone, here we are with the Last Alliance mod. Today we're going to discuss this, and yeah, we're going to start off with something that's great about the mod. They also have a really nice loading screens. I think they've done a great job with that. And here are all the 8 playable factions you can play with. So yeah, we got the Kingdom of Numenor, the Empire of Numenor, and both 3 Numenorean colonies. We have the Hadrian factions and the Kingdom of Linden. The map, of course, is really big. Yeah. Well, when the mod first came out, you started off, of course, with the Empire of Numenor that you see in front of you right now. And as you can see, the map is kind of big. Although you can actually not see, like in the map on above the screen, you cannot really see where you are on the map. But you can click the map to go to any certain points of the map. So I suppose you should know that. It's kind of useful. And overall, I also think they have really done a great job with the overlays of all the factions, how they look. There's some nice UI overlays, like for the campaign settings, like with the marble. If it is marble in the middle of it, I'm not sure. And I also think they have done a really great map with the fog of war, how that all looks. Really looks all nice. They've done a great job with that. And yeah, so far they are really progressing well. The map is being expanded. Of course, it's still in alpha stage. The mod's still being updated, so that's one thing to note as well. There might be bugs in it, but I'm not too sure in it. So yeah, note that as well. Again, the map, the map, and the mod will be updated. So yeah, as far as I know, they have done just a great job. And here we are. This is the Empire of Numenor that you're watching as well again. Here we have the Kingdom of Linden, just to showcase some of the unit modules they made, at least the unit icons, the building icons. My apologies for my mispronunciation there for a second. As you can see, they've just done a great job at how they the unit icon, the building icons look. And that's also one of the things they've done a great job with the artwork overall in this mod. But looks nice. So yeah, there are also a couple of factions that aren't playable, like the sort of the tribal, more tribal Celtic factions. I could call them, but I'm just not too familiar with the lore of the Middle Earth universe. How to call these tribes that lived in that area. So if you know that, if you're really familiar in the universe of the Lord of the Rings or Tolkien's universe, I suppose you would say, let me know in the comments. I'm always interested in learning more about these things I make videos about. So yeah, as well, I've also done a couple of let's plays on them just to showcase some of the campaigns of, and I will also put a link in the description to how to link at the end of the video to know how to install this mod, so you can do that by yourself. So yeah, link to that in the description below. And here you see also a lot of the unit variety that is into the game. They're not, some of the factions don't have that as much as the other ones, but of course it is still a work in development. And I think one of the more interesting things that basically they have added in this mod is basically shield combat, because normally in Shogun that is totally non-existent. So I suppose that's a really great thing they have done that. Of course, also the animations for their walking in sort of a shield wall formation. That is just overall all new works on. So that's all added, and I think they've done just a great job with it. And of course, all the unit models as well, the armor, all new made, everything that you see in the unit models is new. Not really, everything is basically made from scratch. I guess some of the animation they still use from Shogun, but again, most of all the shield combat is all from scratch. I'm not sure if everything is, but I'm pretty sure it is. So that's just really well done. Yeah, this is a really great mod, especially because of that. It's just they have done that for the mod. Yeah, they also gone for making it without shields, but they've just done that as well, and that's just overall just great. They have really done a great job with it. The units look overall really nice, and yeah, I'm just really curious to see where this mod is going to push through. Maybe getting orcs in, all that kind of stuff. I'm just not too familiar with all of it, but I just think this mod just needed a mention in the top 4 overall mods for Shogun 2. I just really enjoyed it, playing it, and I hope to see you all in the Let's Plays that I make for it. Again, check it out in the description below, the link to the mod. And if you're curious to how to install this mod, again, link in the description at the end of the video. So that's that. Let's just go on to the next mod overview. That will be the Master of Strategy. Well, here we are with the Master of Strategy mod. The Master of Strategy is basically taking place in 2 of the campaigns for Shogun 2 Total War. It is taking place in the Fall of the Samurai and also the normal Shogun 2 campaign. The Master of Strategy mod is just really interesting. It adds a lot of new mechanics to the campaign, as well as adding a couple of new factions to the main game. You have to do a separate mod selection when you load up the mod loader for Shogun 2. The new factions that are added are the Miyoshi clan, the Yamayoshi clan, the Saketa clan, and the Imagawa clan. So that is really interesting. I think they have done a great job with that, and I think that's really interesting. They can just added some couple new factions, and as you can see in the campaign map, we have the Imagawa clan. Also, what the campaign adds is like a new system that requires you to have a certain amount of buildings before you can recruit a certain amount of units. There is sort of a unit limit to how much you can recruit over each certain unit. So if you want to get more units, you need more buildings for a certain amount. So there is a progression system to it. There are also different tiers for the Ashigaura. We have the normal Ashigaura peasants, the Ashigaura, and also the veteran Ashigaura. So that is basically sort of a progression system for those ones as well. So there are different tiers to that. And then of course top tiers are your samurai, but also have different veterancies. You have just normal, and you also have veterans. So that's also really interesting. Again, of course, you have still the heroes. And there also is a progression system, of course, but this normally was that you have to upgrade the castle, but now you actually have to upgrade the town, but it gives you a new building slot. The town also can be split up into 3 different variations: normal town, samurai town, and peasant town. But basically, a samurai town would increase the amount of samurai recruitment bonus. So if you build a samurai town, the recruitment cost for those ones would decrease, and if you would do that for the peasants, that would also be decreased. So those are one of the mechanics. You also have undressed, but it's also a thing for the Fall of the Samurai. And with the Fall of the Samurai, there are also new buildings added, and also new towns, where basically makes the map a bit larger. Also a lot of extra units that have been added. So overall, just a really nice increasement of playability, as well just a new amount of towns, what makes the conquest of Japan a little bit longer than it normally was. So that's always quite nice to prolong the gameplay. And of course, as I said, it also adds a lot of unit variety in the forms of I suppose that veteran system that you have in the Ashigaru, as well as also adding for the Shogun 2 a lot more gunpowder units. Like with one of the new clans, Sakeda clan do have hybrid units between really samurai units that basically have some samurai with guns, or spear samurai with guns. So that's really interesting. They've done a lot of variation with it, but I think are great. And yeah, they just have done a lot with it. So I'm showing here in a second with that variation with the gunpowder units, that are really interesting. So yeah, they've done a lot of variation with the units as well. In the battles, there are a couple of new mechanics for each some of the units. They have some different abilities, but always makes them more useful, as well as making the battles more interesting because you have different ways to play. So yeah, that's overall not bad. And again, yeah, they have just done a great job with it. We're also going to do a little bit of a battle watch to see what kind of mechanics you can implement, or what kind of gameplay you want to play. And we see some of the gunpowder unit in action for the Shogun 2 campaign. But overall, they just have done a great job, and I really enjoyed playing it. I have done one campaign with 2 campaigns actually with it, the Smazu and also the Sakeda clan. So check them out if you're interested in that. I've also put a link in the end of the video to the Sakeda clan campaign, because that's my most recent gameplay. So if you're curious in checking that out, link in the end of the video. And I just hope you enjoy this little battle for the Imagawa against the Yoda clan. And then we're going to move on to the next mod, the Radious Total War mod. So here we are with the Radious Total War mod. Radious Total War is again one of the ones that actually plays in all the 3 campaigns. Of all the 4 mods we use today, this is the only one that actually is available in all the 3 campaigns for Shogun to Total War, the Rise of the Samurai, the Shogun to the War campaign, and also the Fall of the Samurai. So that's also really great, but I think also helps this mod a lot. And it just adds a lot of extra unit variety, as you can see here. They just have added a ton of extra units, but I think is great. They also changed some of the art style of some of the things, but it's just always great as well because it just adds a little bit of variety that makes the mod stand out a lot. But I think it's just great. And yeah, that's one of the few things that makes it more stand out. It adds on in unit variety, but I think it's just great. It also becomes some tweaks in the campaign. For like the Rise of the Samurai, there's some tweaks made as well for the normal campaign. What Radious mod overall mostly does is just that it makes the game a little bit more harder to play and a little more tough. Most units will sometimes fight to the death, or at least don't rout as quickly what they would do in the normal campaign. But it's just overall just great. That gives that little bit of extra bite to the campaign when you play it. And I think that's why Radious mod also has done so well, because of course I think it starts off maybe in Napoleon, I'm not just sure, and then goes on to Shogun 2, Rome 2, Attila, and of course it also is in Warhammer and 3 Kingdoms, so it is still going on. They just have done a really great job for the Total War community overall, Radius, and they just add a lot of unit variety, just campaign tweaks, but this always just great to watch. And that's that about Radius. As again I also said before, is that I'm not going in depth into the mechanic. I'm just overviewing some of the mods, just showing them off, and hopes it piques your interest in to playing them. So that's that. And here we have a little battle in the Rise of the Samurai with the Radius mod, and I hope you enjoy that. And then we're going to move on to the last one, that will be the Unequal Treaties mod.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Well, here we have come with the last overall mod that will be taking place in Fall of the Samurai, the Unequal Treaties mod. What this mod does, it basically adds the imperial nations of the United States, the British, and the French to the Shogun to the Fall of the Samurai campaign map. It gives them some unique units that you can play with if you play as them, and also what this game does, it really adds a lot of unit variety in the form of naval combat. What I will be playing as at some point in my campaign Let's Plays on the channel. I think will start in around 2 weeks. So if you're interested in watching me play as, I think, the United States, but again, put your suggestions in the comment section below if you want me to play as any of the other imperial factions. Also, what the game adds is again a new icons for the imperial nations for their buildings, but also it's kind of great. It also adds some custom icons for their units that makes them overall again stand out. It really, yeah, it makes the game, the mods really interesting in their art style as well, but especially for the European nation who were the most fleshed out. Some of the Samurai nation also gets some new units, but not mostly. The game also adds an extra amount of settlements, that's just like the Master of Strategy mod does, so that's also one thing to note. Here you see some of the unit variety for the game. These are the Franks, for instance. We're also going to take a little bit of a look soon in the battle. That will be against the Samurai faction with the United States. And yeah, does that as well. So if you're interested in watching that and playing this mod as well for yourself, again, this superficial overview, not really going in depth. But one thing also to note is that I don't have like a mod installed yet for that game. That you need to unlock some certain units for some factions. And also, that's again, that's art style again for the loading screens, but I think is kind of funny and looks great. Just showing off that unequal treaties thingamajigging and European and I suppose Western powers closing into Japan. And here we have the battle. So that's that, and this was the last overview mod. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed these full overview mods for the Shogun 2. Again, link in the description below. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you think others will like, always helps the channel out. And if you're new and want to see more videos about overviews, mods, or Shogun 2, or any other Total related videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And again, thank you for watching once again, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you helped it out of showing some of the mods off. Thank you for watching once again, and have a great day. Bye, and enjoy the rest of the video and this battle.
Sir, I fear your general is in mortal peril, sir.